I advise on international commercial litigation, insolvency and restructuring, as well as trust matters. I act for clients from all over the world, and they include onshore law firms, financial institutions, multinational companies, insolvency practitioners, and high net worth individuals. With offices in the BVI, Cayman, and Hong Kong, we are strategically placed to meet the demands of our clients wherever they are based in the world. Litigation in the BVI is efficient and modern. The BVI is a British Overseas Territory which has a legal system based on the English common law, and it therefore offers certainty to the litigating parties. The BVI is a member state of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court. Civil procedure is governed by the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court Civil Procedure Rules 2023, together with the practice directions that are issued from time to time. The amendments to the Civil Procedure Rules last year modernised and streamlined the litigation process in the BVI. The Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court e-litigation portal offers a user-friendly system for the active management of case files throughout the litigation process. In terms of court system, the BVI has a dedicated commercial division of the High Court, commonly known as the Commercial Court, which deals with high value and complex commercial disputes. The Civil Division of the High Court deals with litigation that is outside the remit of the Commercial Court. The Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court Court of Appeal hears appeals from the High Court and Commercial Court. The Judicial Committee of the Privy Council, based in the United Kingdom, hears appeals from the Court of Appeal and acts as the BVI's final Court of Appeal. Aside from technical ability, it is about understanding from the outset the client's objectives and having a clear strategy to achieve the objectives. Regular communications with the client, as well as being responsive to questions as and when they arise throughout the matter, will help manage the client's expectations and provide them with the level of client care they expect from their legal team. I have recently been asked to advise on a fairly broad range of BVI-related commercial disputes. These range from seeking injunctive relief to setting aside default judgment, as well as reviewing loan documents on behalf of lender clients in relation to enforcement action against defaulting parties. In terms of insolvency, I have recently been asked to advise on applying for recognition of BVI proceedings in a foreign jurisdiction. What is interesting about these matters is that they often involve more than one jurisdiction. There is, more often than not, a non-BVI element to these matters, and they can involve jurisdictions such as the Cayman Islands, England and Wales, Hong Kong, or mainland China. The work is truly global, and it is interesting to work with colleagues and clients in other jurisdictions on these matters. BVI remains one of the world's leading offshore financial centres, and I expect the amount of commercial litigation to remain steady in the next 6 to 12 months. The rising popularity of digital assets has meant that the legal market has seen an increase in the amount of digital asset disputes, such as ownership disputes, and I expect the trend to continue. The BVI remains a popular jurisdiction for incorporating entities, including investment funds, and when market conditions tighten, there are often disputes between the investment fund and some of its investors. These disputes relate to, among other things, illiquidity and the suspension of the investor's ability to redeem from the funds. The BVI could see more of these disputes in the near future. In terms of insolvency, the BVI has in recent years dealt with a number of high-profile liquidations of insolvent companies, and this trend may continue in the next 6 to 12 months. In terms of restructuring, the BVI saw an increase in the number of court-supervised restructurings last year. With the slowdown of the global economy and the financial difficulties facing the global real estate market, the BVI could see a further increase in the number of international restructurings originating from the real estate market. Loeb Smith's culture makes it a wonderful place to work. The work environment is collaborative, friendly, and entrepreneurial. I joined the firm earlier this year, and everyone has been very welcoming, and I've settled into my new role very quickly. We are a close-knit firm with 3 offices around the world. Even though I am based in Hong Kong practicing BVI law, my colleagues in other offices are only ever 1 phone call away, and we have already worked successfully together on several matters.